Welcome to Revolutionary Motion, where we show you tennis from a different perspective.
I'm sure you guys heard a coach say, watch the ball, look at the ball, and so on. But what does that actually mean? So of course you're looking at the ball when the ball is flying back and forth. But why do you sometimes miss it? Because you're not looking at it at the moment that you hit it. So when we play, sometimes we see the ball coming, but then we're so excited where we're gonna hit that we take our eyes off the ball and try to look at the place where we're gonna hit the ball too. So when you're playing, you have to make sure that you see how you make contact with the ball. To make that easier, try to practice to see the bounce of the ball. Because after the bounce, the ball comes up to you, and if your eyes are still on the ball at that moment, then it's easier to get your racket in contact with the ball. Obviously, it's not just about making contact with the ball with any part of the racket, right? You want to hit it more like closer to the sweet spot, a little bit higher above, a little bit further away from the middle. All of that will happen if you see the ball during your contact point. It goes for every single shot. Even when you're serving, try to keep your eyes on the ball longer. On your forehand, try to keep your eyes on the ball longer. That will also help you to keep your head in place while you're hitting the ball, both on forehand and backhand. So whenever you see the ball flying away from you like that, you just have to keep track of the ball. You don't have to really look at it with like high precision. So the high precision starts, as I said earlier, right after the bounce. So you have to see the bounce very clearly. By the way, that will help you to make fair calls, because all we know that sometimes we have the right intentions to call the ball in or out, but we don't see it because it just like flies past that zone, and sometimes you assume it's out, sometimes you assume it's in even though the ball is out. So practice seeing the bounce, and after that keep watching the ball very carefully all the way through your contact point. And when the ball leaves your racket, you can see where it's going, you recover, you're ready. Then you have to see the moment when your opponent hits. Also, the ball just flies, you look at it, and then you have to see the bounce again. Like, the eyes come in a certain of focus. So at the moment when the ball bounces, you have to focus on the ball and really see every single detail. Also, it helps to try to see how the ball spins. Like, all the balls have something written on them, or at least the stripes. So if you can see that the ball is spinning when it comes towards you, that means you're looking at the ball pretty well. The same thing if you're looking at the ball when it flies away from you, you can also see what kind of spin you gave to the ball. So all these little things really help you to see the ball better and keep your focus during the rally. It takes practice, because like during the rallies can go pretty long, and you can lose focus and at some point stop seeing the ball. I mean, obviously you see it, but like not focusing on the ball. That's when the miss hits happen, or something else can go wrong. Also, if you look at the ball very carefully and focus when the ball bounces, you can see that the ball might change the direction after the bounce if it hits a crack, or if it hits like a little stone if you're playing on clay. Obviously on the hard court there shouldn't be any stones or anything like that. But anyway, if you're seeing the bounce, it helps you get your racket with contact with the ball a lot easier. So again, seeing the bounce, keeping focus on the ball after the bounce throughout your contact point, trying to see what's written on the ball, or the stripes, or the spin, because sometimes if the ball spins too hard, you can't really see anything that's written. For example, you can play a little game with yourself and try to see the number of the ball. If you're playing with Wilson US Open balls, you can have a 1, a 2, 3, or 4. So, and you can see which ball is coming towards you. So try this and you'll get your racket on the ball a lot better. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.